And so it's all coming in thick and fast. So once again, just to reassure you, you're not going to turn around and half of your family are gone. This is like Hollywood movie stuff, MK Ultra. So stay away from the fear mongers, but interesting stuff. Let's just see what's going on.
What happened?
This is what they're
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I don't know.
It's a
I have no clue what's
frequency
happening.
change. I repeat, it's a frequency
There's people screaming.
change. Christ consciousness.
I'm sorry.
Sophia Christos
Sorry about that. I guess people have disappeared or something.
consciousness.
The cops just showed up.
I know it sounds insane. I'm not kidding you guys.
Organic
People vanished. I don't know what else to say. I know it sounds crazy.
This next clip that we'll look at to me seems more legitimate, and it seems more like a connection to Project Bluebeam, which is the program where they are allegedly doing tests in the sky of holograms. Some people link this to a fake alien invasion and them using that to cover up the rapture of the church. We'll get into that in just a little bit. First, let's take a look at this flight. This was recently recorded as a plane was landing in San Francisco. And as you can see, this other plane just seems like it's just glitching out, hanging in the sky. This is what some people call a glitch in the matrix. Again, this was filmed by a passenger on another plane flying into San Francisco. Pretty strange. While talking about disappearances and looking at that plane, we have to look into Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. For those who don't know, this was an international passenger flight that disappeared on March 8th, 2014, and there was 239 people on board. There were many strange occurrences with lots of things surrounding this. Governments not giving out the full amount of info, people holding back information on what radar said. For a few months, they were saying it looked like the plane went missing in a certain part of the sky, and then later they said it was like way off in a different part of the sky, hundreds of miles in the opposite direction. Some say that the airline was shot down by military from other nations. Some people say it was brought down by people from the inside. There's many rumors, of course, and many theories, and even this video came out that was proven later to be a hoax, allegedly, of an airline flight flying with 3 orbs rotating around it. It's said, though, that the original footage of this was linked to a video from May 2014 that made no mention of Malaysian Airlines Flight 370, only airliner and UFOs. Which leads us back to Project Bluebeam and the alleged cover-up of the rapture through a fake alien invasion. We know that one day, the rapture of the church will happen on the earth. All people who believe in Jesus Christ will be taken from the earth into heaven. This happens at a debated time, whether pre-tribulation or post-tribulation. For this concept, it doesn't really matter. At some point in Earth's future, every person who believes in Jesus Christ will be taken from the earth into heaven. What will be the story on the earth for the people who are left behind? Well, many people have come to believe that Project Bluebeam will be used as a fake alien invasion to cover up the rapture of the church. Here's a quick video on that topic.
A global event from the name find an Irish legend. It's the name of the High King Conor Moore and other heroes.
Will blanket the skies, sending people into a global panic. Real military crafts within the holograms will inflict actual damage to the surrounding areas to sell the gimmick. As a result of the ensuing human chaos, a one-world government will immediately form without any resistance from the people.
No
they will be a new world order.
For those of us who believe in Bible prophecy, we don't really know how all of these things will truly unfold to a T. Even when Jesus came and fulfilled over 300 prophecies, those who were people who studied the scriptures at the time didn't even see and still don't see that he was the Messiah. So all these different theories are worth considering. While these disappearance videos are most likely not real, I think it's worth pointing out that every year millions of children do go missing. People go missing all the time. So keep that in your prayers, because that is actually a real, true thing happening in our world today. And whether you believe in pre-tribulation or post-tribulation rapture, that's an event that will one day take place for sure as well. 1 Corinthians 15:52 says, In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet will sound, and the dead will be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. So just like that says, in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, every person who believes in Jesus Christ will disappear off the face of the earth to be with the Lord Jesus in heaven. And again, whether this happens pre-tribulation or post-tribulation, the tribulation is right there in the center of it, and that is a time of hard things taking place on the earth. Wars and rumors of wars are one of those signs. And with articles like this, China deploys 6 warships to Middle East over fears Israel crisis could spark World War III. The potential for us being on a straight path to the tribulation seems more and more likely every